Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube. Wow, it's Friday. It is Friday, June 18th, 2021. Thank you very much. Sorry I'm running late this morning. Good morning, big unit. Appreciate seeing you out there. Great to have some people hanging around. And again, I apologize for the change of schedule. Running a little late. It's been a busy week. It's been a great week. And I'm really excited about the weekend. I'm actually, after this live stream, I'm going to be heading to basketball camp with my sons for the next 2 days. So if you don't see me, it's because I died, had a heart attack, didn't survive. But you probably will see me. But I will be. My plan is to be back live on Sunday night for Sports Cards Live Open Mic Night, daily live Open Mic Night. And I'll probably drop some content. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I'll get content out tomorrow. Could be busy next few days, but I have a lot to go over this morning. I do appreciate people stopping by, and I do look forward. I'll say I'm really enjoying. I think I'm in the 6th week of this daily morning show, and I've got some ideas to make it better. More continuity and structure as we move forward. So I really appreciate everybody's been hanging out the last few weeks. I think things are going to get better as we go. I'm enjoying the daily morning, and a lot of reasons why I like the daily morning. It gives me an opportunity to just get up and talk to people, and I'm just winging it. Right, I'm not having to make any videos and edit it and re-edit it. I'm just kind of going with it, and I like that. I like live. First thing I'll mention is, what a game last night. I will say I did not watch the whole thing. I ended up going to bed in the last few minutes because it was pretty much over. But what a game. What a game. We're going to see a Game 7. Game 7, Bucks and Nets will be coming on, I think, Saturday night. Super excited about that. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Aunt Angel. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Anthony, I was going to ask you, had any luck with the retail? I was going to take a look at that in a moment as well. But I'm super excited. Game 7. And what I've realized is, man, those two teams are beating the heck out of each other. Like, do you think if the Bucks win, are they standing? No. Are they weathered? Are they prepared to move forward? Will they win the East? I don't know. I tell you this, if the Bucks were to beat the Nets and the Hawks were to beat the 76ers, I definitely think the Bucks would have a better chance over the Hawks, although we keep underestimating the Hawks and they continue to surprise, right? So I just say it's still wide open, man, wide open as far as who's going to win this ring. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying basketball. Could care less about the cards. I'll share some card prices with you that I think are amazing. But just really enjoying the game. Also tonight, we have 2 Game 6s where the home team has a chance to close out the series. The Hawks are at home for Game 6, and the Clippers are home for Game 6. Now, we will see. I suspect both those games are going to go to Game 7. I really do, because I didn't think they were going to be in this position. I think the Jazz will come out and force a great Game 7, and I just don't think PG can do it, over and over and over. We'll see. And then I think the Hawks, as great as they've been playing, man, if I'm the 76ers, I come out and squash them. I'm up by 70 points by the half, and I don't stop. I just throttle them. But we'll see, because the Hawks are persistent, and you can't ignore persistence in playing 48 minutes. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it'd be great to have. Could you imagine if we had 2 Game 7s on Sunday, right? Because if they have, if things work out, we could have Game 7 Saturday, 2 Game 7 Sunday. I love me some Game 7s, man. Really do. And I will say right now, I was listening to 90s basketball yesterday, and I'm going to make a call that I think it's going to be the Suns are going to win the championship, and Chris Paul is going to win the MVP. That's just a call I'm making today. This is June 18th, and it's just a gut. There's no rationale. I don't have Chris Paul's cards. I just would like to see the Suns. I'd like to see CP3. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, no luck, but it was a fun stream. I was going to say, so let me go ahead and jump into a few content-related items. I don't have my Panini hat on this morning. I left that at home. I'll start here in the Discord that I'm using. And I did not see anything. Right now I'm looking at Target restocks, and I did not see anything pop this morning. Well, it looks like this basketball jumbo box. What's this? What? What is that? How did this get on the Target site? 2013-14 Hoops basketball sealed hobby jumbo box? That's bizarre, isn't that? I mean, that's really bizarre. That's already sold out, but how the heck did that even get to? I don't know. That's bizarre to me. But my point was, I didn't see any big drops of basketball or football or anything today. I saw some Pokemon, and I want to say that's even yesterday. That's not even today. And then in the Walmart, I didn't see anything at Walmart. That's Panini's late. Let's go down here to the most recent stuff, and it was just some game consoles. Which is interesting. I did see that. Looks like Target's mixing things up when they drop. I think they dropped something on Wednesday. And I would say, at least people are getting retail. I kind of like it. I'm not questing for retail. I got some retail boxes, some Bowman mega boxes, which I've been pretty happy with. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, kill this so we get rid of the little chatter in the background. And I'm going to take us up here and start the day off on looking at some content. So first of all, let me start with Slab Stocks Pro. I'll be honest. First of all, I'll say this. I'm not endorsed by Slab Stocks, by Slab Stocks. I don't work for them, not affiliated with them. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're watching my channel and you haven't already, I do recommend you check this out. I mean, it's free. It's free. They're giving you free information, free data, and I think everybody in the hobby should have access to Slab Stock since it's free. So if you don't have it, go check it out. I'm still learning it. It's not directly like Card Ladder or Market Movers. They're similar. There's some things I do like about it. I would say I like this live listings piece, which it's funny because I think who is it? Card Ladder has a listing piece as well. I guess I just like the fact theirs are live. Both of them, I don't know where they're coming from. I'm assuming both of them are giving affiliate links, to the platform, which is fine. I could care less, but I do like seeing this because it shows you kind of time left. It's not a live ticker, but you kind of see what's going on in the market. How much slabs, what slabs are going for. So I enjoy that. The trenders is kind of neat. I wish they had. I will show you if this comes up. They have their own stock. Here it is, Star Stocks ticker, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so you've seen these ones, right? We're like Card Ladder, right? I think Card Ladder has this index. They've created their 50 cards. That's cool. Who else? What are those guys called? Star Stock has an index. Well, this lets you can either follow their index or you can create your own custom star ticker index, which I think is darn cool. And then down here, you see the cards they have in the index running. I think that's pretty cool as well. I like that. And again, the ability to create your own little stock ticker thing, I think is actually pretty cool. I'll be honest, I don't understand this at all yet. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's user error. It's not, maybe I'm just not intuitive enough to pick it up, but I do like that. I have not played with my portfolio. I don't use my portfolio stuff in any of the products that I've seen. I like the head-to-head. But anyway, just a quick commercial, free commercial for Slab Stocks. I do like what the guys are doing out there, like the platform, and I should bring it to your attention. I will go ahead and poke into Market Movers. Now, here's what blows me away. Check this out. Now, anything standing out to you right now? Anything kind of like, oh, wow, that's major. Like I'll say, Giannis here at 1,400. Little surprising. I've been calling this, though. I've been calling that he'll be under 1,500, probably around 1,000 sometime by the end of this year. And maybe by December, he starts spiking because the season kicks off and maybe they've signed a new player and he looks like he's going to win a championship. But between now and the offseason, his card will be down around 1,000 and it continues to dip even with their play. So, again, I'm going to say they'd have to win a ring, in my opinion, for this to change direction. Here's what blows my mind. Mitchell's still down. Embiid is up a little bit. Look at LaMelo Ball. Look at LaMelo Ball. Now, Andy, if you're watching from Sports Card Investigator, we talked about this the other day. You sent me a text message, hey, Rookie of the Year is LaMelo. Let's see if the market responds. Normally, his cards will take off. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, they can't go higher. I mean, they're already $800. They're higher than every other Prism rookie. Again, think about this. His card right now is second only to Giannis. Now, I don't know what to say. I guess what I could be concerned of is that people are looking at this going, hey, man, it's a low pop count, only 88. And they think they're getting a deal. But it just blows my mind. And just real quickly, I'll show you here. Here are the sales. A best offer in a looks like a fixed price at $16.99 and a $12.50. These really shock me. Now, again, there's only been 3 sales. And let me say again, I applaud Market Movers. Shows me the sales. I can see the rating. I get information. Buyer feedback is 9. So these might not be, they might not hold weight. They might, I don't know. But there's 3 of them. So it's at least on my radar that, hey, this card did move, that someone did respond to him being Rookie of the Year, which I would say, again, if I could short a card, I would be shorting this card. I can't see this card holding that value as more and more of them come out. And again, this is not a short print card. We know that it's a Prism base. They're making more Prism than they ever had. So that kind of blows my mind. Trey here, under $300, kind of blows my mind. I'll be honest, when I watched the game the other night, a little voice in my head said, go out and buy Trey. I'm thinking, damn, this kid's playing crazy. This is awesome. Like when I guess back 3 years ago, when you'd invest in a rookie, you'd hope for games like what Trey had, right? To see your card move, and it hasn't. So I'm little surprised there. I will mention real quickly, I did look into this yesterday. I was talking about Filmington, And if you watch his video, he was talking about Series 2. He said the prices will dip. They came out around $120 a box, and now they're down. And he suggested look for $85 as a buy price for Series 2 hobby boxes. And right now, they're at $99.50, which I thought was pretty interesting. And this is on Blowout. And I also think it's interesting. Blowout has it that, we're, special price. We've discounted them already. Well, we know it's not really that special, but it's cool to see, kind of tracking it. So I'll keep an eye on this. I could see picking up a few hobby boxes. Again, if you're into the hobby, if you really are into the hobby, this is a fun rip, right? You can get one of these for less than you pay for a secondary market blaster Prism, and you're going to get a guaranteed autograph, right? And get some, some parallels and some short prints. And it also could be a fun product just to put away and hold for a few years. So not telling you to go out and buy it, but it is one that's on my list. My video I did about, buy two, rip one, hold one. This is a product I would do that on. I'd buy two of these boxes. I'd rip one with my kids, and I'd hold one. This would make a lot of sense. So I thought I'd bring that to your attention. Here is the best thing I saw probably this week in the hobby. I should have started off with this, by the way. So hang in there. Listen to this. Check this out.
Welcome back, guys. This is Rice Brothers. Today we are opening Golden Label. I got it at the card shop for $79.
Oh, man. We're going to get a commercial.
And I'm going to let my brother open 3 packs in the auto because he's been having good luck. And I got my sleeves, my cases, and I'm so happy that I got it. Gold Label. Put the auto
okay, I just want to point out, it's this young little brother's box. He's the one who bought it. His big brother's opening it. I can totally understand this, right? It's a kind of a negotiation that took place before the camera. Hey, I get to open it. Yeah, but remember, it's my cards. I use my money. It's my cards. Watch this video.
It's so heavy. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, please be Boba Fett, Louis Robert, or Gavin Box. Come on. Brendan McKay, card. Class 1. Pete Alonso, class 1. This is it. I can't look. I'm going to put this on the back so I don't see the back. Yeah. All right. So, that's like. Go look at the. All right. So, on card rookie auto.
Is that awesome? I want to shout out to Card Porn who put that up. I don't really know who that came from. I'd love to get the original video, but let me just say, man, that was just a warm, fuzzy. Yep, that is what the hobby is all about. It really is, man. The excitement in those kids, their energy, their biggest pull of my life. This young man's probably, 10? Biggest pull of my life. It is. That's freaking awesome. Even the mom kind of giggling in the background, that just made my week, man. Really did. I just loved it. Okay, next one. I mentioned this yesterday, and I was half asleep, I think, when I read this later on, but this kind of shocked me. So the most recent PSA 10 sold for $180,000 Tuesday night. Wow. Because I remember one sold a few weeks ago for $300,000 and thinking to myself, well, that's already come down a lot. 180. Wow. And the story goes into kind of the rise. I would say, I think part of this that kind of bothers me, Golden Auctions reported that 2 rookies sold for, $738 in the same auction. So 2 of them did. And someone thought it would go for $1 million. I remember listening to people. I remember Gary Vee saying, this will be $1 million card. I absolutely disagree. I've always said to myself, I don't understand why it hit 500,000 or 400,000. I can understand it being $100,000 card. Honestly, I really can. But I can't see this being a $250,000, $500,000, $2 million card. First of all, guys, they're base paper cards, right? There are unknown quantities that are available. I know people go, well, there's only so many 10s. Yeah, that's because pop control, right? There's clearly pop control going on. So what's happening is companies are just making the whole thing, right? If there's a lot of, in my opinion, this would be a card at that price. If it's going for $200,000 a card, a counterfeiter scammer is going to make the whole damn thing, the card, the slab, everything, right? And sell it like that. And if you just sold one, you're probably getting all your money back. So it just concerns me. It's one of those cards that, whew. But yeah, it goes in the whole video, whole story about this card. And I'll also say too, if you've been in the hobby a long time, this card has been considered the index fund of the hobby. As the Michael Jordan card did, so did the hobby, which is very, very interesting because it was at its height too, and now it's coming down to correction. I think our correction is going to lead to cards going back to pre-COVID pricing. Not everything, not all cards, but I think in general, if you look back over 2 years, that is the price we're going to be back in, within 6 months to 12 months. And some of those will probably be lower because a lot of the cards that people bought in the last year or two had no value. If they, weren't a rookie card or they weren't, a rookie auto or something like that. So this is just a really interesting story to me. Next thing I want to pull up real quickly, and I hope you guys are hanging in there with me. This was interesting. This is on Sports Collectors Daily. You can watch the entire video here of the conflict that took place down in
Think about these right now. People, it's like a craze for it, so people are like buying it all out and like reselling it. Yeah. Because they're kind of selling for like double, triple more than how much they go for in the store.
Target now only sells sports trading cards online. We blurred the faces of because they have not been shown, all of them by phone. One did pick up, but he said he'd have to talk to his lawyer. I have not heard back. Live in Brookfield, Cassidy Williams. We got a letter from Milwaukee.
So we'll say it's worth checking out. What's interesting to me about this story that caught my attention was they do show the surveillance video of the assault, and they discuss the fact that no one was charged in this. Okay, no one was charged. There were punches thrown, and a gun was drawn, but no one was charged. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, so did Target changing parallels? Well, it's not nothing. The gun was pulled, but nothing happened. No criminal charges. So did Target overreact? Was Target looking for an out? In my opinion, that's what I would say. Is I think Target just found it annoying, and they were looking for a way out of their requirement. Like when they had to distribute them, they didn't like distributing and dealing with the people. It's like, oh, I'll do it all on Friday and get it out of the way. And then when Friday didn't work, like, well, this is just driving me crazy. How do we end this? And I just think Target over exaggerated this. When you watch this incident, you will see. I just think it was exaggerated. I'd also say this too. Really, adults are really fighting over, 50, 60, 70 bucks. It's just sad. I would hope there's more adults. The story there talks about how the guys are banding together because the one guy who pulled the gun apparently was insulting them and tried to break in lines. I don't know. You listen to the story, but I think to myself, why do we do this? Right? I mean, I don't know. Next up, a couple of quick videos. First of all, shout out. I did enjoy watching 90s basketball cards yesterday. I am a fan of Jake's. If you don't follow Jake's content, he's got some really good stuff. Jake focuses on 90s basketball cards. I mean, he does some breaks where he opens up cards. He's not breaking them for people. He's breaking them for himself. And he explains to you and educates you on the inserts, the chase cards. Just a good guy, passionate guy. He loves to introduce himself as the passionate guy in the hobby. He definitely is. He's a friendly guy. Enjoyed this. The one criticism I would say is he has on here, Brett from Stacking Slabs. And I've known Brett. I've reached out to Brett. Brett doesn't reach out to me. I'm on Brett's block list. Is that Brett goes on this little tirade about positivity in the hobby and tuning out the negative and come in the stream and that is I'm a hobby. It's Rambo. The hobby's man. I'm just being friend. Brett, you're an idiot because hobby before you came back to it has always been the same. People who make money, who make a living, the hobby, their hobby, but it's their lifestyle, who do call it a hobby. It's just fun for them. They come and go as they please. And there's people who feed on both those people who are called crooks and criminals and scammers. And as a great channel pointed out, only in the hobby can you be a known scammer and still be active in the hobby. So I guess this is what's bothered me for over a year. We watch scams go on and we just quietly sit back and go, well, don't say anything. I'm not saying anything. You say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Well, I'm tired of that. I'm calling it out. So, Brett, I'm not calling you out. You're a great guy, but I think you need to stop with this bullshit about how just turn off the negativity, man. No, Brett, that is a buyer beware attitude. That's like an attitude of I don't care. It's not happening to me. That's an attitude that if a crime's happening on the street, I'm just going to walk by. It's not happening to me. And it irks me. As you can tell, my passion, it irks me. I will say one thing that I like about what Jake does. I think he does a lot of good YouTube interviews and channels. He tries to break kind of the walls in the hobby. One wall I would say, and let me just play this with Brett for a second. He talks about getting away here.
Shout out, let's see here. Shout out Card Talk. Shout out Wax Museum. Those are some of the shows that I'll listen to while I'm doing that. Shout out Crossover.
I'm going to pause that because, first of all, I listen to all those. I like Wax Museum a lot. I think he does a very good job. I'm not a fan at all of Crossover. I do listen to Card Talk, but the reason I mention this, if you look at that kind of that sphere of influencers, I feel like they're kind of a dome that stays to themselves, right? You'll hear card ladder people, card ladder content creators, they all kind of stay themselves, and they're always talking about others, right? But not directly. They're passive aggressive attackers. And I find that just to be kind of annoying, that bubble sits there. I mean, I've reached out to many content creators who are kind of card ladder friendly. You know who you are if you're watching this. And I know, Card Ladder is not a fan of mine, and I know I'm not a fan of theirs. And I'll just keep saying this. I think Card Ladder is one of the biggest scams in the hobby. It's not the technology. I think the fact they don't give you all the data. They mislead you on what auctions are in there. They don't tell you. They just tell you to trust them. Really concerns me. There's a lot of other things they do. But again, I'd say their ability to sit in a room when Dr. Beckett was there and shut up and ignore all the conversation around buyer beware and scams, so that speaks for itself. That's what you get with this sphere of influencers. And I'm going to keep calling attention to it, guys. Again, keep doing what you're doing, but you're misleading people, and you're watching. You're like I said, you're telling people to come in the hobby. Everybody's friends, and then people get robbed and scammed, and well, it irks me. I've spoken enough about it for now. And again, I will say I really, really like Jake. So Jake, if you're watching, man, I do appreciate it. And Brett, even you, man, if you did watch this, I just am asking you to stop smoking weed and thinking it's all rainbows and unicorns, right? Speak up, educate people, right? Maybe you should educate people a little bit more instead of just lecturing them about what you think's great. Last video I'm going to talk about, and I'll pop over to check out chat. I'm sorry I'm lecturing right now. Great video. I think I talked about this before, Cards and Comics. In fact, Cards and Comics mentioned something to me today in a chat, and I can't. Commented, Memory Lane owner JP stole money from firefighters and cops and went to jail. And there's the FTC news. I can't, when I click on this link, it doesn't come up. But this is Cards and Comics makes this video. And in his video, one of the best quotes he says, and again, I'll keep repeating this, is only in the hobby can you have known criminals still active in the hobby. And he's absolutely right. Again, like if you're a pedophile, you get put on a list and you can't be by schools anymore, right? If you're an alcoholic, you can't go buy, alcohol. But in the hobby, if you scam people, hey, come on back. We'll welcome you. If this story is true here about this Memory Lanes, and I don't know, but if this is true, I can't read the article. I want to point out Memory Lanes is the auction company that's auctioning off the doctor's cards, the $20 million worth of cards. And that kind of rubs me wrong. I will just again say there's a lot of shady people in this hobby. A lot of people, if they were graded cards, would be like 6s and 7s. They have ding corners and folds and histories of doing shady crap in the hobby. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, but I can't think of anything I've done in the hobby to ever scam anybody, take advantage. Even when I just poo-poo people in the hobby. And I think with what's going on is, as the water level and the profits are coming down, you're seeing more of the swamp. You're easier to identify some of these, as a friend would say, these grifters. So I really enjoy Cards and Comic. I do recommend checking this out because he really breaks down and talks about risk management. And he also talks a little about some of the scams going on in the hobby. So great channel. In fact, I'm surprised I didn't like that one already. There we go. I think that's about it for this morning. Let me go ahead and swing over to the live chat. See who I've got here. Wow, good audience this morning, guys. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope I didn't lecture or scare people off too much. 2 closeouts tonight. We hope so. We will see. It's getting really down to 15. That's what Mark Movers is telling me now. Mark Movers gives you the average of the sales, so I can go check that. The other thing I can do there too is I can actually see the data. So if I go real quickly, I'm not sharing this with you, but let me see if I can pull it up, and it will show me the last sales. It's taking a minute. Here we go. Yeah, average last sale. Yeah, read something. Easy. I think that's a huge player. First of all, mouse still hobby only. Well, it's not working. Come on, button. Hobby only. Just hobby only. Thank you for being. I don't know why my comments aren't changing. Okay. Amazing kids reaction. That was a great video, wasn't it? That was a great video. It is, man. I love those videos. If you guys know who the kids are, I love to give them a subscribe and follow their channel. Yep, remembering the one the rest of their lives. Absolutely, man. I'll remember watching them the rest of my lives and talking about, hey, one of the great stories I saw. Love it. Have a great weekend, Ziggy. Thank you. Seeing more action on CompC. I have too. I've seen more in CompC as well. Is it coming up? There we go. Now I got one of them up. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for this morning. I'm not going to belabor it any longer. I've been on for 25 minutes. Just wanted to go kind of around the hobby, what's going on. I did not see Go GTS live last night. I don't know if that's the second week they haven't been on. I do miss the show. I did not watch the personal finance ad and Comeback Card Investor last night. I'll be honest, Brad and Dustin, I'm not as into the show as much anymore. I like you guys. I just don't like that show. I want to hear about sports cards. I think the insulting is kind of boring. That's just my opinion. I don't know. They're probably doing well. It's probably like on the TV in a few weeks or something like that, but just not my cup of tea. What else is out there? Live normally back at media today. Thursday's normally a pretty big day. Friday's normally a pretty big day for content. Be good. Like I said, I got a fun weekend. We'll see me live on Sunday night, and then really again appreciate the subscribers and stopping by, and any comments and feedback are definitely appreciated.